Okay, so I've got this Destek QH3, I think it is, head strap. I ordered a Bobovr S3 Pro for my Quest 3, but it hasn't came yet. So I ended up buying this Destek because I just couldn't get on with the original strap. It was annoying me. However, I've seen a lot of reviews on these Desteks that say they're great, fantastic, but I've seen some people say when you try to use it like the Quest Pro, as a halo type strap, it doesn't work because obviously this moves around with the weight and, you know, it's not stable enough. However, there is a little mod you can do that can change the way you play. Now, you'll notice that I've taken the facial interface. This is the original facial interface from Quest 3, and I put the Quest 2 silicone cover that they sent out for free when everybody was getting these rashes with the old Quest 2 ones. So I've got the Quest 3 with a Quest 2, and it does fit bar these little two bits here. Now, when you first put it on, it's very cool, it's very nice, I like it. But within a half an hour, I just get this hot feeling, and I just don't like it, and it feels uncomfortable even though it's padded. I just get fed up with it, and I just wished I could take it off. So I had to come up with my own mod to see if I could do a Quest Pro sort of floating effect with this head strap instead of the Bobo, while I'm waiting for the Bobo S3 to come. So anyway, I did a test, as I say, and I run this. When I first put it on for about half an hour, it's nice and comfortable, but then I just get fatigued. I keep moving the headset, I keep taking it on and off. It just ruins the immersion, it just ruins it for me. So what I did, I come up with an idea. I got my old Bobovr broken head strap, M2 for my Quest 2. The Bobo were kind enough to send me a replacement head strap because this one broke, and it's perfect. It's much better, the M2 Plus, but this M2 older one has got some spare padding with it. See, Velcro padding, and there was two little bits here that actually, little tiny paddings here, I took off, and I bought myself some blue tack. So it's super cheap. It's not something, you know, I'm not saying, oh, go out and spend £100, £200. This is just blue tack. This cost me like £1, right? £1 for a big bit of blue tack. And all you got to do to solve your issues with it wobbling around is, you probably see here now, if you can see right in the middle, that's the padding for the Bobo. You can use anything. You can use any type of fabric. It doesn't get in the view of the vision. And all you do is, you can see here, it's like a triangular shape, and that is the blue tack, because the issue isn't the head strap. The issue is always the headset itself, because they have to cater for different nose shapes, different people. You know, you can adjust the IPD wider and shorter. I've got it at 64 for me, and what I did was I got the blue tack, shaped it so it fits nicely in there, put the padding on the top, push your nose in to shape it, and it's got to sit just perfectly in your nose so it balances the headset when you tighten it. Now, when you do that and you use this like a halo design, or you can adjust it here at the top, but I've got this from my old Bobo as well to have extra balance at the top, so I can put this like that. And instead of where people were doing reviews on this and saying you tighten it up and then it wobbles around, because they never done this mod. They just put it on, you've got a big gap in the middle, and when they're turning around, their nose is whacking against the sides here, and it's just wobbling up and down, and it's useless. But with this little mod, which is super cheap, all you will do literally is have a little balance, a nice cushioning balance for your nose, so when it sits on your nose and tightens up, everything's tight where you want it to be, your nose will stop the wobble completely. Now, the great thing with this, which I never thought I would like it, But I found that the field of view, because I can get my nose perfectly, you'd have to adapt it to your nose shape and get it so your eyes are just missing, you know, your eyelashes don't touch the lenses, but the field of view is much wider. And when I put my hand out of view of the VR, I can see it in real world. So it's like wearing just like a pair of glasses instead of a pair of goggles, or like a tunnel effect, because loads of people say, oh, I want to block all the light out. It's much better. But I find when you're in the VR, it's all light, and to the side it's all light. It's just like wearing a pair of glasses. It's lighter feeling. It's airy, so it's not sort of hot. You don't get fatigued as much. I don't get any pressure point around here because it's just balancing on my nose with this on my head where I want it to sit, wherever that may be, on your forehead or at the top. This gives it extra stability, although you don't really need this, but it helps me. And it's just a cheap mod that can help you. Like, I just played for hours. Literally, last night I played for like 5 hours with my power bank around my waist and the lead going up to here, and it just went on forever. And the feeling of being open, whatever game I played, fast-paced games, body combat, boxing, pistol whip, anything with fast movement or just slow movement, it just feels so much more field of view. And the fact that because everything's open, you're not thinking of, oh, there's a bit of light coming through the bottom of the nose. You know, I've got it all black, but it's just a tiny bit of light showing from the top or the bottom or the side or this or that. With this, you forget about the light because everything's light. You know, you've got the front VR, which is light, and the back of you that's light. So it just feels like more... I don't know if it'll help people that are claustrophobic with that feeling of a tunnel sort of feeling, because this is just opens you up and makes you feel more comfortable and airy and just not sweaty, and everything about it is just this little cheap mod solves everything. It just holds that stability, and it keeps it from wobbling around and hitting your nose on the edges. It just gives you more comfort and for longer times of play. Now, in terms of the longer terms of play, this is, I've just got this yesterday. This is the Essentials 20,000 PD model for Manca. And I charged it fully, as you can see, 4 bars last night. But I was using my old Anchor one, and that does about, this might be more powerful, model, so I've got to test this one yet to see if it holds the charge more. But with my other one, it lasted ages. I was on like I think I had 2 bars on it, and I was playing for like hours, and it was still on 2 bars, and it keeps the headset charging a tiny bit, but it only depletes like 1% every 10 minutes. So it's like an hour is 6% depleted, and I started at 60 odd percent, and I got down to 15% after like 5 hours, and it just keeps going, and I'd had enough by then. So, but this, as soon as I put this back on, just to test it again, I feel that sort of cushiony comfort, and I think, oh, that's nice. But then within half an hour, I'm fed up, and it's sort of feeling here at the top, it's just too much, and then it feels hot, and I just got sick and tired, took it back off, put this on as normal, and it just felt so different. It felt so airy, felt so open. And all this light here, although this is the normal view, you might think it ruins the effect of VR because you've got this part is the real world and this part's the VR world. But when I had my hand to the side of me, out of view of the VR, you could see my hand in real life, which you wouldn't be able to see if you had this on. You wouldn't be able to see your hand. And I could see my arm going. As soon as I got to sort of 180 degrees roughly here, it just went into VR, out of VR. But I could see it all the time, at all times. So instead of having a pass through, you can kind of see around you. But at the same time, it doesn't ruin the immersion because everything's light. It's, as I say, you're not looking to the side. You're looking through the lenses all the time. So when you turn your head, you're still in VR. But it just gives you the sense that you're always in VR, even all around you when you're not looking, out of view of the headset itself. And so you need to try this for yourself, just to experiment. Get it in the right place. If it don't feel right, you need to maybe adjust this in more. The blue tack, you may need to come out more, depending on your nose shape. You have to adjust it for you. You have to get a triangular sort of thing to fit in the middle there, and you just have to experiment to the right, but just make sure that when your nose is here, your eyes are close to the screen, but not too close that your eyelashes will touch it. You just want enough closeness to be immersed, but comfortable. And then you can put this on. I'm still waiting for my Bobo S3 Pro to come, so I'll have to do a test on that one, see how I go. But at the moment, this is my most favourite head strap for the Quest 3 until I get that. For comfort, for lightness, this is light head strap, so it's probably going to be lighter than the Bobo anyway. But this little mod will solve all your problems, and I hope you can play in comfort like a pro for hours and hours. Take care. See you again.